Hi, it's Crossing the Line by Angus Maciver. Today I will demonstrate chapter number 14, Crossing the Line. Let's get started. For more details on the chapter and for online classes, please comment below or WhatsApp the show number on the thumbnail. I hope you have read the chapter. Let's get started with the questions on the story. Questions on the story. Number 1. Where and when did the ceremony of crossing the line take place? In the afternoon inside the ship when it crosses the equator, the line. Number 2. How many were in Neptune's party? All the members of the crew, Neptune, king of the five oceans, Amphitrite, his queen, and their loyal court. Number 3. Name the various members of the party. King Neptune, Queen Amphitrite, a physician, a barber and his assistant, and three bears. Number 4. What kingdom did Neptune rule? Five oceans. Number 5. At what time did the ceremony begin? 4 o'clock afternoon. Number 6. Describe King Neptune. His Majesty was dressed in an oilskin jacket and short white trousers, and his bare legs were crossed and recrossed with strips of canvas. How was Queen Amphitrite dressed? Queen Amphitrite was much more up to date and did her best to create an impression of beauty and charm. Her and her hand her hand, yes, was a large sombrero, covered with a white scarf. Her head, it should be head. Her head was a large sombrero covered with a white scarf and tastefully trimmed with a red silk handkerchief. Her spare figure had become rounded through having her outer garments stuffed with old clothes. She wore a brightly colored pyjama jacket to represent a blouse, and her skirt consisted of a white bag with a bottom cut out of it. Round her waist was clasped a blue and red elastic belt with a gilt buckle. Her her golden hair, manila robe teased out, hung down her back, and a broad fringe set off her face, which has been thickly powdered with flour. She wore very big boots and took rather very large steps. Number 8. What did the doctor carry? A black leather bag which was said to contain cures for all ills. Describe the barber's instruments. In one hand he carried a large bucket which contained a mixture of grease, pea soup, oil, and soap. Sticking out of the pail was the handle of the shaving brush. In the other hand, he carried a huge wooden razor. Number 10. What did the three bears look like? Appearance of cannibals. Number 11. Who received the party on board ship? New sons of Neptune. Number 12. Who was the first applicant to step forward? A young stoker. Number 13. How did the doctor treat him? A pill made of soap and dripping rolls in flour had been administered by the doctor. Number 14. What did the barber do? Duly lathered and shaved. Number 15. Who pushed the applicant into the tarpaulin full of seawater? The barber's assistant. Number 16. How many times was the lad ducked? 3 times. 17. What did those who had passed the test receive at the supper as that same evening? Certificates. Number 18. What were the recipients called upon to do? To perform an item of entertainment. Number 19. Name two other sea odors. Order of the Old Sea Dog, Order of the Golden Mermaid. Number 20. To whom are they granted? The gallant sailors who crossed the Arctic Circle. That is the end of questions on the story. Let's get started with interesting facts. Questions on the interesting facts. Number 1. A. Where is a ship built, engine and furnished, cleaned and repaired? B. What is a ship's first journey called? A ship is built in the shipyard. A ship is engined and furnished in the fitting out basin, and a fish is cleaned and repaired on the dry dock. The first journey of a ship is called the maiden voyage. Number 2. A. What is the meaning of bow, stern, amidships? B. Which side of a ship is port, starboard, and what color of light is shown on each side at night? The bow is the front part of the ship. The stern is the rear of the back. In the middle of a ship, either longitudinally or laterally, you can see the amidships. And B, a port is the left side of the ship looking forward, and starboard is the right side of the ship looking forward, and the color which they're seen in the night is green. Number 3. Why do ships have Roman numerals painted on their bows? Where would you look for a ship's name? The Roman numerals tell at a glance how much of the ship is underwater. B. On its hull. A ship's name is on its hull, usually on the bow and stern. Number 4. What is the plimsoll line and why is it so called? On a ship's side is painted a small circle with a horizontal line through it, and no ship is allowed to load so that this line is below water. This mark is called the plimsoll line, who caused an act of parliament to be passed against the overloading of ships. Number 5. What terms do sailors use for a wireless operator, a carpenter, a man whose surname is Clark, a Welshman, a cookhouse, a stair, a bed, a rope? A wireless operator is called Sparks. A carpenter is called Chips. A man whose surname is Clark is called a nobby. A Welshman is called a taffy. A cookhouse is called a galley. A stair is called a companionway. A bed is called a bunk. A rope is called a painter. Number six. What name is given to a ship's diary? B. What are spells of duty called? Where are the dog watchers? A ship's diary is called a log. The spells of duty is called watchers. The dog watchers, where you can find the dog watchers, are from 4 to 6 p.m. and 6 to 8 p.m. Number seven. Sailors are said to be very superstitious. Give two supposed indications of A. Ill omen, B. Future good fortune. A for ill omen, commencing a voyage on Friday the 13th of a month, harm or kill seabirds. B for future good fortune, a black cat strays a boat and makes its home on a ship. School of porpoises follows a vessel. Number 8A. What is the sign of mourning on board ship? B. What is the international wireless signal of a ship in distress? C. How are ships usually lost or damaged? Or A. A vessel's flag is flown at half mast as a sign of mourning. B. The international wireless signal of a ship in distress is SOS. C. The ships usually lost or damaged. How they are lost or damaged are by rough weather, fire, fog, hidden reefs, and icebergs. Number 9. Give the reason for A. The three white stripes on a navy man's blue collar. B. The black silk handkerchief. It should be handkerchief. A for the white stripes. Nelson's three great victories: Copenhagen, Nile, and Trafalgar. B for the black silk handkerchief is a token of mourning for Nelson. Number 10. What is meant by A, the seven seas, B, the high seas? The seven seas, the five oceans, the Atlantic, Pacific, Indian, Arctic, and Antarctic. The high seas refers to all parts of the sea not under the control of neighboring countries. That is the end of interesting facts. I'll see you in development exercises. Development exercises. Number 1. Point out on the map. A. The equator or line. B. The Arctic Circle. C. The seven seas. The equator. The line. The Arctic Circle. The seven seas. Number 2. Make a fairly large drawing of a liner with two funnels. Below it, name as many parts as you can. For example, bow, deck, bridge, etc. First one, you can see this is the funnel. Number 2, you can see the stern is here. 3, you can find the propeller here. 4, you can find the hull here. And 5, you can find the anchor over here. And then 6, the bow is over here. And 7, the forward is over here with the flag. And then 8, the deck is over here. And then the 9, accommodation or the bridge is over here. Number three, how many different kinds of ships can you name and for what purpose is each kind generally used? For example, yacht, pleasure sailing. Ship, cargo ships. Purpose is transport unpackaged dry bulk cargo in their holds, coal, grain, mineral oils, and cement. Ship tankers, the purpose is transport crude oil and refined petroleum products. Ship, roll-on or roll-off ro-ro ships, purpose is to carry wheeled cargo such as cars, trucks, and trailers which can be driven on and off the ship. The ship reefer, or called refrigerated vessels, are the purpose is to transport perishable goods that require temperature control. The ship heavy lift vessels, the purpose is to carry extremely heavy or bulky objects. Number four, a rider or driver guides his horse by means of the reins. How does a driver guide his motor car? B. A pilot guide is his, should be his aeroplane. A captain guide his ship. A driver guides his motor car by controlling the wheels through the steering wheel. B. How a pilot guides his aeroplane is by a pilot guides an airplane using a combination of manual control, sophisticated electronic systems, and instructions from air traffic control ADC. See, a captain guides ship. A ship's captain guides their vessel using a combination of modern technology, traditional navigation skills, and the expertise of their crew. Number five, the captain is in command of a ship. What particular name is given to the person in charge of a school, an orchestra, C, a workshop, D, a newspaper, E, an army, F, a republic? A school, the person in charge is principal. An orchestra, a person in charge is orchestra conductor. A workshop, the person who is charged is the workshop leader. A newspaper, the person who is charged is the editor in chief. An army, the person who is charged in is the commander in chief. A republic, the person who is charged is the president. Number six, a ship's flag is flown at half mast as a sign of mourning. Give various signs by which you know people who are in mourning. Wearing specific colors in Western cultures, wearing black is a traditional sign of mourning. In many Asian cultures, white is worn to symbolize death and purity. Crying over displays of sadness, over, it should be no T here, over displays of sadness such as crying are a common and natural part of grieving. Increased substance use, in some cases a person may turn to alcohol, nicotine, or other substances to cope with their emotions. Changes in appetite and weight. This may include a loss of appetite and subsequent weight loss, or in some cases, an increase in appetite and weight gain. Number seven, a ship sends out the message SOS when in distress. What can you do? A. If you lost your way. B. If you sprained your ankle. C. If your sister's dress caught fire. D. If you noticed an escape of gas in the house. 4A. If you lost your way, the first and most important step is to remain calm and assess your situation. To try to find a landmark or use your phone or ask a person for directions. B. If you sprained your ankle, immediately follow the RICE, rest, eyes, compression, elevation method to manage pain and swelling. While most mild sprains can be treated at home, it's crucial to seek medical attention for severe injuries. See if your sister's dress caught fire. This is an extreme emergency. First, extinguish the fire, then treat the burn injuries, and finally seek professional medical help. Stop, drop, and roll. Use water. D. If you notice an escape of gas in the house, stop everything, evacuate everyone, ventilate the area, call 119 in Asian countries or in Western countries, it should be 911, country emergency number. Shut off the gas supply. Number 8. Neptune and Amphitrite, the Roman god and goddess of the sea, are characters in the story. Can you name any other god and goddesses of whom you have heard or read? Zeus or Jupiter, king of the gods and ruler of Mount Olympus, god of the sky, thunder, and justice. Hera, Juno, queen of the gods and Zeus' wife, goddess of marriage, women, childbirth, and family. Hades, a Pluto, god of the underworld and the dead. Athena or Minerva, goddess of wisdom, handicraft, and strategic warfare. Apollo, god of the sun, music, prophecy, healing, and poetry. Artemis, Diana, goddess of the hunt, wilderness, and the moon. Aphrodite, Venus, goddess of love, beauty, and pleasure. Hermes, Mercury, the messenger of the gods and god of travel, commerce, and thieves. That is the end of today's lesson and today's chapter. See you with another exciting chapter. That would be chapter number 15. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching. Bye for now. DJ Academy. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching.